Hello, students. This is Deepanshu Agrawal. Welcome to the live assessment session of MindWorks. So, in this assessment series, as you should all know, that if you have watched one or two videos before, so you should all know that we would be giving you 6, 7, 8 questions, maybe 5 questions sometimes if the questions are tough. So, as you can see on your screen, today I'll give you 8 questions. It is because that the coding decoding is comparatively an easier chapter. Hi, Praveen. So, comparatively, coding and decoding is an easier chapter, right? So, I would expect or I would want you to do these 8 questions in the same stipulated time that I used to give you while I used to give you 6 questions, right? So 12 minutes for 8 questions. So that comes out to be 1.5 minutes per question, right? And believe me, if I'm giving you 1.5 minutes, so in these type of questions, 1.5 minutes is more than sufficient, right? So out of the 8 given questions, I expect you to solve at least 6 questions. Okay, so it's 11 2. So we will continue till 11:15, 11:14 or 11:15, whatever it is, right? So you can now start. Okay, take this as a live assessment. Take this as a short assessment only, and I hope you know the background of this topic, coding and decoding. Any logic can be there in the equation. Try to fit all the possible logics in this, and then try to get to the answer. At the end of 12 minutes, I'll be giving you the answers as well as the solutions of these 8 questions, right? So go for it. Those who would be watching this as a recording shall also treat this as a proper short assessment. They should not play, they should not pause or fast forward the video in between. They should treat this as a short assessment of 8 questions, for which stipulated time of 12 minutes is given. So they should start and end the session with, in the given stipulated time only. Okay, yeah, this is the 12th session of live assessment, as you can as you must have seen on the thumbnail, right? So it's been a great journey for these 11 live assessments, and because you all keep coming to this live assessment, so therefore this would be continuing, right? We have the motivation to continue, and we will continue. Okay, you'll get a lot of different type of questions in this short assessment, and this would be this can be treated as a surprise topic assessment, right? Because the topic is also not told before, right? Topic is also chosen at random. Okay, right. In case you want to interact with me, you can interact with me on message. on chat. Okay. Also, if you want us to interact, if you want any guidance from us, me or Arun Sharma sir or Minakshi ma'am, even after this session, at any point of time, right? So you can join our groups. There is a specific group for CAT preparation. There is a specific group for MBA preparations as well. Okay, right. Let me post the links in comment section. Yeah. So as you can see, there are two links. One is for placement preparations and job updates. One is for CAT and MBA preparations. Right. In these groups, you can directly interact with us anytime. Okay. Those who have just joined, let me remind that this is a live assessment series, and you would be getting 12 minutes to solve these 8 questions, and those 12 minutes will be completed at 11:15. Okay, so those who have just joined, try to do as many questions as possible. I've changed the language of this question a little bit so that it gets clear to you. Only 3 minutes left. We can extend it by 2 more minutes if, in case, you are not able to complete it, right? But yeah, ideally, you should have completed, right? Last 2 minutes, students. All right. So, students, I think the time is up, and it's the time to give you the answers and the solutions. Okay. Okay. So, out of the 12, acha, first let me give these answers. So, the answers are, okay. So, the answers are, first, the answer is A. Second, again A. Third, C. Fourth, D. Fifth, C. Sixth, C again. Seventh, B. And eighth is also B. These are the answers. Yeah. So, Amit, you have given a lot of correct answers. This is for you to analyze. I mean, uh, you can just analyze that how many you have done correct. Okay. So, as you have already given me three answers, so I'm expecting so at least six of your questions are correct, right? And those who would be watching this as a recording, those who are live apart from Amit, so let me tell you that in the stipulated time, if you are able to get at least six correct out of these eight, then you can consider yourself uh, uh, that you can consider it a good preparations is going on for you, right? You are well, your preparation is on track, you can consider. Okay, so now let's go to the solutions of these. Okay, so the first one, friend is coded as HUMTMJTK, then Kendall would be written as what? So friend, FRIEND, will be coded as HUMJTK. So F plus 2 is H. F plus 2 is H. Okay. R RSTU. Right. So plus 3 is U. IJKLM. So plus 4 is M. Okay. EFGHIJK plus 5 is J. Then N OPQRST plus 6 plus 6. So that would be T. And similarly, plus 7 would be K. Plus 7 would be K. So this is this type of coding. So if you want to code candle in it, so C plus 2 will give you E. A plus 2, A plus 3 will give you D, right? And as you can see, there is only one option starting with ED. You don't have to completely solve the question. You just have to look for the first two letters, and that would be all. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question number two. Question number two says, so this Nitco Scotigo stands for softer than flower. Tigo Misto stands for sweet flower fragrance, and Mistosco Tempo stands for sweet then smile. Okay. So fragrance, we have to tell what does fragrance means. So fragrance can be either Tigo or Ro or Misto. That's it. Correct. Now, how will we determine which exactly would be the word corresponding to fragrance? Okay. So as you can see, flower is common here and here, right? In the first line and the second line, flower is common. And in the code, if you look at the codes, so you will find that Tigo is common. So that means flower is corresponding to Tigo. Now look at the second and third line. So in the second and third line, you will find sweet common. And in the codes of the second and third line, you will find misto common. Okay. So that means the only code remaining for fragrance is this row. Okay. So that's why row is the correct answer. RHO. I hope this is done. Okay, let's go forward. Let's go ahead with the to question number three. Question number three says, in a certain language, this is almost the copy of the previous question. It's just that the difference is just that this is given in number, right? In the second question, it was given in codes, right? Not much of the difference is there. So 743 means mangoes are good. 640 means eat good food, and 934 means mangoes are ripe. We want to have the we want to have the code of ripe. So if we take the common in the first line and the second, sorry, in the third line and the second line, there is nothing common in the second and third line. Oh, there is nothing common in the second and the third line. So that means this information is actually redundant for us. This is not required. This is not required for us. Okay. Now 934 means mangoes are ripe, and 734 means mangoes are good. So there are two words which are common in these two. Mangoes are, mangoes are, and in the numbers you will find that 3 and 4 are common. Not necessarily in the same order, but 3 and 4 are common. So the remaining word will be equal to remaining letter. The remaining word ripe will be equal to the remaining letter, which is 9. That's it. That's how you get the answer in this. Okay. So I hope this is done. Okay. Question number 4. This difficult word which I cannot pronounce means fan belt. Then this word means ceiling fan. This word means tile roof. Okay. So now we have to notice the pattern in this. As you can see, the fan and fan are common in this, right? And in the code, you will find that this GORBL is common, right? So that means GORBL would be corresponding to fan, FLUR would be corresponding to belt. Similarly, GORBL corresponding to fan, PIXN is corresponding to ceiling, and so on. Correct. So this is a one-to-one coding. This is an easy coding. It's just that codes are very difficult in or are not readable. So that's why you may find it difficult. But actually, it is an easy question. So we have to determine the code of ceiling type. So ceiling will be corresponding to PIXN, and tile would be corresponding to ARTH. So combinedly, they make PIXN ARTH. That's the correct answer. Okay. Right. Let's go to the next one. Question number 5 is almost same as question number 4, but there is some change. As you can see, in this kidney and kidney is common, and here BIM and BIM is common. So as you can see that the latter word in the code is the former word in the normal statement, right? So BIM is corresponding to kidney, stones is corresponding to GODA, ROM is corresponding to beans. Similarly, BACO would be corresponding to wax, and ROM would be corresponding to beans. So in this question, it has been asked which word could mean, right? We are not being asked that which word will definitely mean this wax statue. They have asked us which word could mean wax statue. Okay. So out of the wax and statue, one is given in the codes, one is not given in the code. So we can determine the code's exact code for only one of them, which is vex. So what is the code for vex? As you can see, the code for vex is baco, right? So it is for sure that baco must be coming in the answer, right? Apart from baco, we can have another word which is corresponding to statue. So only C can be the correct answer. It may be possible that it is still not the correct answer, but the only possible option that can be correct out of A, B, C, D is baco. Okay. Question number 6. In a certain code language, PIT NASOM means bring me water. Hmm. Then NAJOTOD means water is life, and so on. Um, this is a typical coding and decoding question. So how would this be solved? So PIT NA and SOM means bring me water, and so on. So we have to find the code for is. So first find the word is here. So here it is in the second line, right? Now trying to find the code corresponding to water and life. You'll get the word for you'll get the code for is. So water is common here and here, right? And in the codes we can see Na is common, right? So water is corresponding to Na. This is for sure. Now life is corresponding to life is common in second and fourth. So life is corresponding to which part is common in second and fourth? Jo. Let me change the color. Okay. So life and life, Jo and Jo. So the only remaining code is corresponding to the only remaining word, and therefore is would be corresponding to TOD, right? That's how you get the right answer in question number 6. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's go ahead. Question number 7. If air is called green, green is called blue, blue is called sky, sky is called yellow, yellow is called water, water is called pink. Now, there is a language in which we have the normal word. There is, suppose there is English, in which we have normal word air, green, blue, sky, yellow, water, right? And there is another language which has been mentioned here, which is green, in which air is called, the air in English is green in that language. So green, blue, sky, yellow, water, and pink, all of these are in the different language. All these words are in different language. Okay. So it has been asked that what is the color of the sky in the given language. So color of sky is blue in English. Color of sky is blue in English. And what is blue called in that language? So blue is called sky in that language. So therefore answer would be sky. Got it? Right. So I hope this is done. Question number 8. So question number 8 says given time given time simple plan is written as at the rate E4 and N4 percentile N5 and so on. These are the different denotions, right? Okay, so now we have to find the code for plan and translate. Now first we have to find the code for plan, right? So plan you can see here, as well as no, plan is only here, right? So we try to eliminate the other given words. So given, as we can see, okay, let me do this. So given is oh, this is something different. This would be done via something different, some different trick. Okay, let me analyze again. Okay, so this is a different type of coding in which we need to analyze the codes differently. Okay, all right, let's see. So given is coded as if we assume that given is coded as at the rate e and 4. So time is coded as and n4. Okay, so let me give you a clue in this. See, just look at this these values, these numbers. So you will find two 4 numbers and one 5 and one 6. So as you can see in the, yeah, so as you can see in the coding, uh, there are two words with 4 letter, one word with 5 letter, and one word with 6 letter. So now you can get the code. Okay, so that means that given would be corresponding to this percentile n5. Time would be corresponding to time, and plan can be corresponding to any of these, right? And then we have simple corresponding to this one, correct? Simple would be corresponding to this one. Now again, let's analyze another thing. Okay, because this is not giving us a specific answer for plan. Any one of these two are possible. Let me write it clearly first. Okay, let me just write it clearly. Let me just zoom it up. Okay, so that you all can easily understand. Okay, all right. So what I was saying is that 4 4 5 5 is because there are 4 letters here, 4 letters here, 5 letters here, and 5 letters here. This is the first thing. Also, if you notice that E, N, N, and E are the 4 letters given here, and if in the coding, if in the words you'll notice that N is at the last of this, E is at the last of this, E is the last letter of this, and N is also the last letter of this. Now this gives us another clue that the middle letter is being found by the last letter of the word. Okay, so now I think you can give the answer for plan, right? So plan has to end with n. Plan ends with n. So this would be the correct answer for this, and n4, right? So this is the correct answer for and n4, right? Okay, so end n4 and end n4. You can see there are two options. Now, out of these two options, which is the correct one, that would be decided by this one. Okay, this part. So, how to decide which one among these is the correct one? Correct code for translate. Again, E is the last letter of translate. So E should be in the middle of the code. So therefore, B is the perfectly correct answer. B is the perfectly correct answer. Okay. Although we have done it through the options, now let's try to do this without taking any option, without seeing the option. So we have got that plan would be end N4. Plan would be end N4. That is for sure. Okay. Now we have to find the code for translate. Now, can we relate? Can you think of a solution? Think of a thing by which at the rate and percentile and hash are linked together. Why this at the rate and percentile and hash are being used, right? So you have to think this. Okay. So there would be another concept of this for sure. Okay. So you have to think this concept. I would say, yeah, I think I've got it. See, whenever P is written, the corresponding whenever P is written in the as the first letter, the corresponding first code is at and. Okay, let me reduce the size of the pen because it not getting clear. Okay. So I was saying that whenever we have a P in the as the first letter of the word, we have and as the first letter of the code. Okay. Now, whenever we have S at as the, acha, let me mix it. Let me relate it. So P is related to and. S is related to simple. Simple is six-letter word. So S is related to hash, right? We can see that in the second word we have solution, solution, right? Eight letter word. So this should be the code for this, ending with n, ending with n. And because of s at the starting, we have hash at the starting of the code. Correct. Similarly, you can see in the fourth point also that it is starting with s, six letter word. So six letter words are this and this, ending with r. So this should be the code for sister, this one. And again, because of s, it is starting with hash. So this is the way we can tell that yeah, that the code for t would be code for t here, and that would be at the rate. That would be at the rate. So I hope this question was just a bit tough and was a bit interesting one also, right? So I actually knew just the answer of this question. I had not solved it earlier, so right now I have solved it. So as you can see, this was interesting for me too. This was a pretty interesting question. Yeah. So you will come across a lot of interesting questions like this if you join us every time. Obviously, we'll have this type of assessment series continuing twice a week, Tuesday and Saturday at 11 p.m. Okay. All right, students. So that would be all from my side in this. If you have got at least six questions correct out of these eight, So you can consider yourself on a right track, right? And if you are only able to solve maybe 4 or 5 or maybe 3, so then you can accordingly judge yourself that you how much work you need to do in on this topic, on this subject, on this paper. Okay. All right, students, so that would be all from my side. See you on see you on Tuesday. Bye bye. Thank you.